Hi YouTube, I hope you're all doing good. I'm going to talk to you while I roll some cigarettes here. Well, after a bit, I've got one now. Um, yeah, I was just listening to a monograph. He had a live stream, let's see, 2 hours ago called NFL's Greatest Show on Earth, a Hamlin special brought to you by the CIA, question mark. He's talking about 30, well, about after 5 minutes he starts getting to the meat of what he's talking about. It's concerning new video softwares that they're capable of using. And I'm 37 minutes in on a 118-minute video, but I'm pretty sure a few minutes in after he gets people in the live stream, he starts talking about the heart of the situation, what he's explaining, and I'm going to share that because I think it's valuable for everybody. He gives tips too. Um, well, I can tell you this. So if when you hear him say it again, or if you don't hear him say it in last year, they told us that in 5 years, they're going to phase out our capabilities of leaving links from anybody. And if you do it, you will actually be fined. So now we're down to 4 years with that. But how to actually not leave the link, but get ahead of the algorithms are to copy the title exactly how it is on that video, and then it will get past everything and you'll find the information that you're looking for. So um, like if I wanted to share a video like Monograph's video right now and I can't drop that link, I can put the whole title to it and then it can be found like that. So there's always ways around things, but yeah, that's the type of things he does. Is he investigates things and then shares the information with people, and so he does a good job at a lot of stuff. So I think you'll be interested. So cheers, happy new week to everybody. Here's a very strange thing. So I about a few times a year talk to my youngest sister, and we're sharing pictures of our kids and grandchildren and whatnot, and just enjoying our Sunday together. And she gets the call and she says, "It's Monster Mom," with because she's a mind reader. Yeah. So that nothing new. It's the same spirit of darkness that tries to interrupt people's happiness in life. So it's really nothing new to me. But yeah. But yeah, she is a monster. You're right, little sister. You know. So it is what it is. That's sort of what my topic today is mourning people, mourning the living that are walking around right in front of us, dead in spirit, you know. And you mourn them right to their face, you know. Just nothing else you can do. So, but yeah, it was fun while it lasted, and we both had things to do anyway. She showed me chicken noodle soup that she had made, and I told her I had to get busy. I was making a beef stew this morning, so I got that in my crock pot, and it's smelling good. It's done. But I'm not going to have any right now. I just have it on warm. But I cut up a round roast, beef round roast, and got that browning in some butter, and then put in carrots, onions, potatoes, cabbages. Let's see, I think that's, and water, you know. So it will be good, I'm sure. Let's see, anything else? Oh, yeah, celery. Mm, not a lot, but just some. Same on onion, just some, not a lot. But yeah, it should be pretty good anyway. It's soup season when it's freezing outside. So, oh shoot. Well, give me a moment. I gotta grab my filters. Need these. So, yeah, but anyway, we were having a nice conversation, and it was time for me to get going anyway and get that done. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything else in it. I think that's about it, but it'll be good. So, and then, covered it in water and just let it stew. So, I always cut up my carrots first, though, after the meat because it takes them longer to cook. So, I sort of cut things up in their order. And then, like the celery, that's real hard. I do that. And then I do the potatoes and I put the cabbage on top. And then the water. And yeah. I'm going to have a very large bowl of that later. And sometimes some of the vegetables will bother me, but I'm hoping they won't, but they might, like the onion, potato, and the cabbage. But yeah, that's the way it goes. I'm in the mood for vegetables, and I'm not supposed to have them, but they're good. And with the other stuff in there that I can have, like carrots and meat and water, that might help it be more not so irritating in my stomach and whatnot. So, yeah, excuse the noise.
You want to be here on a fucking bridge tonight?
Yeah, no doubt.
Shit.
I'm making a video. He's like, you don't want to be under a effing bridge tonight. It's below zero. Yeah, unfortunately, there are people that are. So, yeah, that is not cool. Or it is too cold. That's terrible. That's one of my favorite poems when I was a kid. Let me see if I can remember. I think it's Emily Dickinson. I might be wrong, but I've put it on here before. In fact, I read it. I think I have a video. The Matchstick Girl. If you're not familiar with that story, it's a poem that was written, I think, in the 18th, or would be well, a couple hundred years ago anyway. And they used to sell matches on the street, and they were valuable because you had to hand make them. So this little girl, her father sent her out with matches to sell to people. Or I can't remember exactly how it was, but she was looking in like places where it was warm. And maybe look in my videos, or I'll try and pull it up sometime. It's a sad thing. She ends up like losing her shoes and dying in a doorway in a stairwell sort of type, using her matches to try and keep warm. It's sad, but it always was one of my favorites because I've been in them stairwells trying to keep warm, so I know what that's like. But even when I was a little kid and I first read it impressed me of the reality of the sorrows in this world, So, yeah. Or I should say, impressed upon me. Yeah. So, yeah. Sad. But it's really well written. Is another one that I like that's like I would call not ancient poems, but I like them too, but I would call them more antique, is the Velveteen Rabbit. Blah, blah. Yeah, the Velveteen Rabbit. That's a good one too. Yeah. So I don't know, not a whole lot on my mind. I listened to Lionel Nation. He had a good one on motivation, and he made some really good points that, yeah, in a sense, I would consider good advice. But was, you hear, well, if you can do anything if you put your mind to it. And my dad taught me that when I was little. And that is true. Up to a point, yeah. He said, like, he can go out and be a linebacker, or whatever. Yeah, that's true. So, teaching people the truth of the situation would be more wisely worded. I guess you could do just about anything you put your mind to. That's how I would word it. But I mean, we've all had failures in our lives, so I mean, yeah, of course we can't do everything just because we want to do them, So, yeah, that's logical, But I mean, just on the premise that we can do pretty much what we put our minds to. I mean, he could go out and be a linebacker. Doesn't mean he'd be good at it. But I mean, if it wasn't professional, I'm sure they'd let him in on a game. So, anyway, I think you know what I mean anyway. So, oh, there's a lot going on today. I watched a few videos, but most of them were shorter. It's just this longer one I'm just watching now. But let's see. Oh yeah. Watched a Miss Faye's World. She's talking about dating advice for young ladies and stuff like that. And I just get a kick out of her no matter what she's talking about. So, yeah. But yeah, I really, really had on my mind people that I know in my life. My adopted and birth mother that are estranged to me because of my language. I brought it on myself because I don't settle for less than what I want in my life out of anybody, and even people that are around me that are dead in spirit. I really don't hide the fact that we're way different, you know. So that's kind of what's on my mind. I make sure at least, well, occasionally, but quite often, reminding people that they have absolutely no chance getting close to me like I used to get close to them. You know, I'm not saying that's the same with everybody because everybody's different. I'm just saying some people, you know, it's just not ever gonna happen. You know. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on. I don't know. Really, not too much more. Just like I said, just thinking about those that are dead in spirit. Is it their choice? I would say if they're an adult, it's absolutely their choice how they communicate with people. You know, if everybody goes on the merits of what sorrows we've had in our lives based on how we treat other human beings, that is not cool. That would mean that there would be even one individual that would have the right with that line of thinking to do anything to you that they wanted. You know, so that wouldn't be cool if everybody ran around thinking like that, and a lot of people do. You know, it's like when you break up with a man or a woman, are you gonna hate the whole gender because of what, you know, maybe one or two, whoever, how many people you had in your life like that, or if it was your mom or your dad, are you gonna hate everybody relatively that age or see them how they would think because of how they act towards you? See, I could never, with a clear conscience, go about my life like that. So, but it does happen every day. I have a hole in my cigarette right there. I'm going to put a piece of tape on it. But, oh, I'm sorry for the noise. I don't think he heard me when I said I was making a video. It'll be done in a minute. So, this is the best tape. 3M makes it. It's um, well, it's supposed to release when you tape up a car to do body work or painting, and it releases off of fresh paint. If you're, oh, say if you're buffing a car or whatever, and you have to paper it up so you don't get any gobbledygook or whatever you're doing on a vehicle, it will release on fresh paint. Is my point. So, but it is the stickiest stuff and really tough. So it's amazing. Doug broke his belt the other day. The middle thing went to one side, and he told him to tape it. You know, it'll probably last for a year. He has another one, but it's kind of they're not made like they used to be made. You know, leather goods aren't very good anymore. Well, it depends on where you get them too. You know, I used to do things like make moccasins and belts, and I'd go in Minneapolis. Well, even in some of the suburbs, they have and I think it's from down south, I'm not sure, but it's called Tandy with a T Leather Company, and they make all kinds of kits to make like purses, moccasins, jackets, belts, all kinds of leather goods, you know. So I used to sit in my room and do that, like make moccasins, or I made for my mom a pair with a sole on it, but I liked the soleless moccasins because they were more comfortable. So I don't know if you can hear, but Doug's talking to my kitty, and she's a nut. Yeah, she has become his little girl like that because I don't hug her all the time, and I tell her to go hug Doug. I knew that he would have two kitties, sort of, and the one he has is getting a little older too. So, and he enjoys her company. So, yeah, the older cat does. So, yeah. Yeah. Once again, sorry about the noise there, but oh well. But I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna get this uploaded and wish you all a happy week. And oh, I had a nice time on a live stream this morning with Hillbilly Moon Watch, Cindy over there. I love your smile. What a happy live stream. I had a really nice time. I enjoyed hearing about your chickens and your little horse and all that. That was that's my kind of crowd. So sky watchers that love the land, you know, and life and animals. And so, all right, everybody, thank you for joining me. I'll talk to you really soon. Have a really good night or day wherever you're at. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA.